another beautiful day to be alive. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Mark Saint. This is Saint's Addiction. I'm wearing the Adam Dunn show shirts that I made. And it's still cold outside. It's like 50 degrees out here in Las Vegas, and I'm freezing my ass off. But we had so much fun last night. So much fun. I'm giving away some herbetry. I was given a lot of herbetry from this last event, and being live on the show was so much fun. Actually, you know what? Let me show you some of this fun that we had. Hold up. I can play it in the background. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Play some of it in the background. It's gonna already play it in the background right here. Adam, I got some banana buttercut ambrosia, right? They're getting me, what, get a t-shirt.
I'll tell you what I did yesterday.
They shouted me out.
Broke on the inside of it, and then I was like,
Shouted me out, showed off some photos. I'm extremely grateful.
Let's talk about the party then.
Ooh, let's talk about this party.
Mark, did you get those pictures though?
Yes, bro. Show off the party. Your boy Saint was there, and we had a blast. Go ahead.
It was great.
It was a great time.
We've been to so many industry parties here, and they're pretty much always
Yes.
like people are underdressed. It's cold. They're out on a deck somewhere.
Don't smoke out there.
Yep, 11, 18, 22.
And it was freezing by Vegas standards the last 3 days. I mean, freezing cold.
So cold.
By Vegas, yes.
Okay, what do you want to look
Look
at?
at
The party
this.
pictures or the light?
Go ahead, bro.
No, the party pictures. Because
Party
we'll do that
pictures.
when we smoke.
All right, let's do this. Watch this.
The ones where you're naked, Mark.
Yeah, that's the ones. So J-Lo wasn't there, even though I got her weed swag bags. She didn't even do
I
it.
had such a great time.
But if-
it was just that I got, my party
No,
on.
I'm sad.
She got partied on too fast. That's what happened.
So sad.
Look at
You
that.
lost the
Show
queen, I
the
lost the
photo.
queen,
Show
you
the
girl,
photo.
I lost the
Show the
party.
photo.
We got it back. There she is, right there.
Right here.
Oh,
We got her back.
that's great.
Where's the photo? I have a photo of them together, and they shouted me out and said something awesome about the shirts. And I'm extremely grateful
I kind of thought about
for,
it. Just about to leave.
there's Abby Wright. If anybody gets a chance, she's super dope, super cool.
Has anybody seen my
Anything?
puppets?
Anybody seen your puppet? Seen the king puppet? The king puppet went missing because he's dressed up like, what's it called?
We actually been looking
Uh,
at the shenanigans. It was your fault.
Nevada something. So
Why didn't you send me that picture? I'm hanging that in my house.
yeah, no shit. Shit it
Don't
away.
you worry. Exactly. And then you can
Oh
Photoshop.
my god.
This is so fucking dope. I'm watching.
Mark on that one. That's great.
Yes.
You look cracked out. You look hella cracked out.
And I think he's gonna say something here shortly
That
too.
person is in the corner who holds his hand over his face.
I was getting my tongue going like it was a movie.
That is some serious narcissism there, Vinny.
There we go.
Shout out to Mark Saint there. That's
Oh yeah, he did such a great job on the t-shirts.
See?
Your dad grows. We would get you t-shirts.
Yes.
First thing I thought of was him, actually.
Yes.
First thing we thought of after
They're like,
all the
first thing
t-shirts
they need
got
a shirt
taken
from
was
is
Joey
your
Baker
boy
saying
Marky
something.
Saint.
No.
And I'm grateful.
Yeah. Joey Vegas.
So we got some action. And I also got on the show, so let's
I know.
Sponsored by.
We got like 50 sponsors now.
I got on too.
Let's do it. Oh.
Yes.
All right, let's just do it. We'll do it.
Look at it. Your boy waited,
Oh yeah.
I don't even know,
These are very
3
delicious.
hours into the show. I was 47 minutes late, and it ended up being perfectly on time. Let's see what they're gonna say. Let's get in on the show. Your boy Marky Saint got live on the show, promised I would go live on the show, and it was so much fun to just be there with people in the background, recording behind the scenes. You guys can go check that out later. Boom, baby, boom, Benny Mac. Watch your boy Marky Saint. I'm about to get up on this fucking show. And it was so much fun, bro. When you get a chance to just become a part of everything and do things with people that are growing and being in the industry, I was grateful.
Is the technology, not the flower inside.
Where am I?
Have relations
I should be coming up here shortly. Hold up.
across the country, and we use their
Hold
technology. That's awesome.
He was very passionate. You know what I liked about those pre-rolls is that they burned evenly.
That was
Yeah,
the whole deal.
I
He
think
caught his
no,
moment.
yeah, and
He gave us
that's
the whole explanation. It was
Oh,
about
really?
literal.
put my face
Don't
on
forget
the
Power
Wii.
365.
Okay, I had to fast forward it a little bit.
Who else should
Let's
we
see.
mention?
Who else should we not mention? There's my Saints Addiction logo.
Also, Monster Mushrooms.
Dude, that was the end of the show. There was definitely a lot of advertising because I was on the end of the show, so they just literally squeezed me on.
Right here.
Mark Saint.
Yes.
An amazing guy.
Oh wow, I'm watching myself.
He was very impressed.
Thank you.
Which, you know,
I'm wearing my
Look.
shirt underneath.
yeah, so that you're happy with it. You don't have to
Adam Dunn show.
Yeah. Well, I wanted
Yes,
to
blessed,
keep
bro.
the bearded one on purpose.
Look,
What's with the camera? You videotaping for
I'm
the
on my
police
own.
report?
I'm on my own Saints Addiction channel, bro.
Those are
You're on my YouTube.
We're double
Yeah,
scooping.
you're double tubing.
You're double tubing. Yes.
What? I watch you guys all the time. I comment every
Yes. Yes. This was so much fun.
Yo, your best side's from that side, but you're so sexy.
You have a best side?
I'm too sexy for that.
I used to brush it and soap, and
Thank you.
we have a couple viewers that have been dying for merch, and they were just like, "What are you doing teasing us, man?"
Give them merch.
Give them merch.
They got all the sizes,
Your
so don't let
dad
them lie to
was-
you.
your
They
dad
got
was-
Triple XL.
women's extra small.
I had so much fun doing this show, bro. So much fun being able to do the show. I'll just leave it here in the background. But you guys can rewatch the show. It drives traffic to theirs and it drives traffic to mine, and it was just such an amazing inspiration to be a part of that experience and to be around professionals and people that are fucking being super cool and just to, I mean, it's not even enough to just be on it, but support of it. Now he's advertising.
When people go to printanhour.com
Yes.
and they go to that program, done deal.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do
Done deal.
25% because John just.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible. I'm starting shit on this show. That's my boy.
Mark just decided to go into the t-shirt business.
Let's do it. We have Mark and Mark, bro. We got Mark marketing, bro. Let's go.
Marky Mark and the marketing bunch.
And the funky bitches, That's true.
This is so much fun to be on the show with these guys and to fit in and to have the hotel and to have all these different things happen. It's been an amazing experience. I guess I can cut the sections of me being on there for like the last 40 minutes or whatever, but it was nice to be there and to be able to give everybody their Weed Club cards and have my weed swag bags out. Yes, I had my weed swag bag out. I started to show it off and then they skipped over it, so I'm literally putting out my weed swag bag and they're like just showing off all the advertisements. I didn't even know it was cut off that bad. Did I show off the weed swag bag? Yeah, it was just all commercials. I was just in there with the commercials. So, hey, 15 seconds of fame of being on the big screen and being with my friends and being a part of it was just so much fun. I planned it. I said, hey, I want to do something with my life. I don't want to just sit here on a Friday night and hope something to happen. I'm going to go make something happen. And that's something that we all can do in our lives. You know what I mean? We can all just turn up and say, you know what? I'm sick of being bored. How about I go make myself fun? How about I make myself go do something so much different than what I'm currently doing? And I was grateful to go. So not only was I invited onto the show right off the bat, but they were just so fucking accommodating. And I thought I was just gonna walk right in there, little ego check. You gotta have to wait for everybody else, once you're in the million. Check the super chats that Adam just said, check out Mark Saint swag bag. That was it, bro. I don't know how to read the super chats as it's going. Marky Saint, there you are right there. Benny Mac right there. Look, dude. Marky Saint with the swag bag, bro. I guess you can't see it. Look at that, bro. There you are right there. Benny Mac, Marky Saint. Mark Saint with the swag. Yes, baby. Boo, baby, boo. At Beat Lakes Beavis. I guess I didn't even get to read any of these back rolls and get people involved or see cool things, but that's super cool. Over an hour. Kelly said over an hour. Somebody else say over an hour. I'm gonna have to, I guess I can't reply. How funny is this? I guess you can see all of it. I never knew that it just goes to like the section that people were speaking and what they were saying during that section is super fucking dope. Yeah, I think you're the last chat of the day, bro. That was so fucking cool for you to be involved all the way over there from fucking, almost at South Korea, but all the way in New Zealand, bro. And it's just fucking cool, dude. It's cool to be a part of something. It's cool that people have made this into an industry and that you can talk freely and do things that make our hearts smile. I got Jason Harris from Jerome Baker. He's pulling me off to the side going, Mark, I really want to make these magazines. It's going to be his biography and his catalog, which is super dope. If you don't know him, I mentioned him in the other thing, but Jerome Baker's the world's largest fucking bong maker, like the largest ever, and he's got a spot now in Planet 13, bro. He got Planet 13, the largest fucking dispensary in the world, and he's over there blowing glass in his shop, talking about he made over $13 million one year making bongs. That's $1 million a month, bro. Big ups to Big Smokes and people that are in this industry are shouting out people. We knew everybody. To John, he's got the rough pass. It's his dog treat. He's literally made chewable bongs for your dog, so it looks like it's smoking a bong, but it's just a chew toy. But it's not just a chew toy. It's his chew toy. It's something he invented. So between Jason and John and all my friends, I knew most of the people on the panel. This weed's so good. And all the weed was tasted a little bit before me, but when we got done with the show, they gave me a bunch of weed. I got plenty of fucking freebies for the bangers. Got a sativa. Got an indica. This one's the sour apple. This one's the mellowade. Like, dude, it was fucking pretty cool to be there. I was so scared that I was showing up late and missing an opportunity, and it turned out that they didn't get really warmed up till after the 45 minutes it took me to get there, and it even took me 3 hours just to get on the show. I was on the tail end of the show. It's okay, you don't need to see my beard and face at every turn. I literally just wouldn't shut up and made sure that I kept saying something throughout the whole thing, even through all the advertisers. Yeah, they got me in on the end, and that's okay because I got mad love in the beginning, and that's all that really matters, is getting that kind of love and support from the community, where most people don't even have a community. They don't know where they are in the world or who they're working with and who's their team. And that's what becomes so much fun, is when you have a team. That means you can lean. If you can lean, you can clean. And that's what they used to say at McDonald's, is wanting to be able to be a leaner. So tasty. It's one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do as a leader, is know that I can lean on other people. And I don't know if you've had the trust issues to be able to lean on someone else, but just like my boy Benny Mac was saying, you got to get on other scopes. You got to get on other people's scopes. You can keep scoping or channeling anyone's YouTube until you get on someone else's YouTube. Their people are going to know you're alive. And it's just like we used to pass the scope back in the day and go from everybody's Periscope and pass it around and pass the joint. Same thing here. It's like these guys are passing the podcast, if that makes any sense. It's like letting people get in on it and talking to people from around the world, and the industry is huge. They're just in Vegas for a little bit. Wait till they get out there. Oh shit, that's me talking shit.
That was like crazy 40 minutes. What's his weight double?
Yes, blessed. I was talking gang of shit.
Oh, no, you're done.
No, I'm still a fan. I'm still a fan, J-Lo. I'm still a big fan.
Big thank you to seatshere.com.
Thank you.
She's like, thank you.
That was only our fourth minute. Crazy 40 minutes. What's his weight double?
Yes, blessed, baby. Yes, blessed. And to be able to see your boy.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. You're all right.
You're okay.
Yes. So by the time we had Mystic Timbers in on the show, Mystic Timbers makes the joints, the wood dab tools and smoke joints and little clips, roach clips on the end of wood sticks so that you can keep smoking. They were already in my weed swag bag. So I already had some of their stuff in the weed swag bag, which was super fucking cool. So I'm just grateful, to be able to develop my brands and develop my friends' brands and make their shirts. He said I was the first one he thought of. Makes my heart smile. This morning got a text for someone else that I respect in the business industry, and they hit me up anytime they got a print question. They're hitting me up, bro. They're going like, "What's up with that print in an hour, bro?" And to get the proper shout out and to get the proper love has really made me smile, and to be able to go, you know, it's hard to be proud. You don't see this guy depressed. You don't see this guy going through the loss of a child. Right now, he's on a fucking show, and he's doing it. He's doing it. I'm doing it. You know, I'm not in depression when I'm active. And I think that's a huge catch for all of us is to get ourselves to jumpstart. This is the motivation. So for us to be able to say, you know, I'm in a pattern, I'm in a way, how do I change it? And I think that's one of the hardest things for me to do is I wouldn't be able to be on this show right now. And I blew it up all on social media or whatever and all the shirts and them and the show if I had sat on my ass. If I had sat on my hands and not done anything, I wouldn't be able to be a part of something. And that's where it comes from. That's when I see my friends and they give me high fives and hugs and bags, and to be able to shout out the Wheat swag bags and to be able to give Wheat Club cards to my friends live on the show, huge. Fucking huge. So we grow and we learn. You know, we think that we're like singular plants. I think that's what ends up happening. I think we get like a singular plant syndrome where we think we're the only plant in the row and that's getting farmed. And the truth is that we're all one stock, we're all one trunk, but we are all a branch touching another leaf, being touched by another leaf. Someone's above us, someone's below us, someone gave us our growth, and then hopefully we get to give someone else their growth. So, I mean, it's so narcissistic for us to be like, it's just my show, when there's just like so many people that have shows. All roads connect. Yeah, all roads lead to Rome. We're all there. There's more oneness than we like to anticipate. So, sure, everybody in here smokes weed, but it takes a whole army. You see this right now. It's like two dudes here. There's a 5-person army here. When's the last time you got 5 people together to record anything? So you got the hosts, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 dudes to back it up. Mark and fuck's his name. Can't remember his name, but super awesome dude too. Everybody has to work together to come up with a product. Now, a lot of people want to create a product, and usually they are the product. Especially if you're like a model or a person like that, most people like, I'm the product, and that's fine. You know, I got my product right here behind me. That's fine to be a product and make a product, but you know, it's more important to have people helping you make a product. It's not just one person. It's not just a robot. It's a team, and being able to have somebody to bounce something off of, being able to have something people can participate in, right? And something that they can be proud of, bro. That's hard to do. That's hard to do. It's easy to follow someone else that's taken the lead and doing something already. It's even harder when you want a team with you, people that believe in the same cause as you, putting in the same energy as you. All of these guys had to travel to Las Vegas. That's 5 different fucking flight tickets. That's at least 5 hours of their time because they're going back and forth. Expression over depression. Yeah, I like that. Faster alone, further together. There's a lot of that, right? I think a lot of us want to look like we all have this. Let me get the likes. Let me get the grabs. What's this? I got you, bro. The chat, yo. Yeah. That's how I live chat replay works. Got you. Fucking stoner, mind blown. But there wasn't that many chats in this, and there weren't that many views. He's got probably like a 1,000 more viewers recently. He had about 10,000 viewers like last month. You see incremental growth. You'd be like, man, 10K is my next goal, and next thing you know, it becomes 100K. You know, it becomes 1 million. You know, you just incrementally do it, and you don't think much of it. It's droplets in the ocean. It's just these little drops that we all leave in our lives, and we don't see it accumulate. I see it all the time because I'll get water here. We have a reverse osmosis water. I'll usually like put a cup underneath it so I don't have to stand there, right? And it fills up pretty slow, but it's pretty fast, you know? And slow enough to leave it, but when this thing starts gaining weight, drip by drip, you hear something shift, like dishes moving, and you're like, what the fuck is that? That's the weight of our accumulation. That's the weight of our energies combined, and being able to get all of these microphones. He's got 4 different microphones, 4 different headsets. He's got the guys to come in and do the backgrounds for fucking jamming on Vegas. Ben Jammin was on the fucking show too. I knew 3 different individuals on the show, and for us, it's like they picked the right people. You know, they picked the right people, and I'm grateful for that. So, you know, for me to be able to be chosen for the shirts, be paid to make the shirts, make an income and a living for the shirts, be shouted out to do the shirts. Lord knows how many people they're reaching. You know, how many people will rewatch this? How many times I've been on the show? How many times I got to call in or be recorded in? This is my first time live because they're always in Denver, but they helped support me. Even though I had a failure of a festival, they still supported me and called me on 420 and called in about my show and called in about my birthday and called in about my festival and let me be a part of them. Always adding me to the my logo real quick. Boom, logo goes in there real quick, and you're just like, yes, you know, it helps in a world where we think we're singular and we're fighting this thing, a war inside of ourselves. Yes, he had 70 live viewers. Truth, dude, some of these guys are getting like 10,000 live viewers. That's a lot of motherfuckers. Benjamin was chill. Yeah, dude. He told stories like you wouldn't even believe about Jerry Garcia and things that probably never been heard before, to be honest with you. They probably never been heard before. So, you know, for us to be able to listen and partake in that man's energy and sharing that energy, again, that singular mindset where we think we're the only ones at war, that we're the only ones in the foxhole and we're the only ones with issues. And it's not like I like to see my fellow man have less or be hurt, but it gives me a little bit of, oh, I'm not the only one crazy. Oh, I'm not the only one that's not perfect. Oh, I'm not the only one that has things befallen them. And it's like, damn, if it doesn't hit you, you know, you're gonna feel like you're the only column getting hit, or the tree only fell on you, when there's so many other branches, and it hurts you through your experience, your brain, your central nervous system, but it affects all of us. And it's just like so weird for us to pretend that we're separate. We'll always see some drama and we'll be like, oh shit, I don't want to do that. I was listening to most of it. That's dope, bro. Yeah, I mean, we the scary part of organizing everybody and everybody being ready at the right time. That's not easy. You know, most people aren't going to have that ready. They're not going to be risking the amount of money it takes to get your own logo, and the amount of money it takes. Because it must have been about $1,500 for 100 shirts. So it was almost $15 a shirt, for not all of it, maybe $12 a shirt. But when you do $1,200 out of your pocket, you only give so many away, right? But then you got to kind of store them away and make sure that you don't lose all your profit and just throw it out there. You want to kind of give them all the way for free, but everybody that's on the team now has one. You're down by 5, and then you probably give away another 5 free. You know, you're already down 10% of your inventory just by giving. So it's just one of those things that I've been really keying in on, is watching the way I interact with people, my energy, and if I'm in another place. Have you ever been someplace where you were trying to talk to somebody and they just instantly started talking about what they wanted to talk about? I have some friends where we'll do like a tit for tat, like they'll bitch and I'll pretend to listen, and then it's my turn to bitch and they'll pretend to listen, and then when it's their turn to talk, they'll get right back on their subject, and when it's my turn to talk, I'll get right back on mine, and we'll do that for hours at a time. So it's just one of those things where I have friends that are like that, where that's all they do. Both Kimmys, actually, all they do is call me and bitch, call me and bitch, call me and bitch. And I'm just like, man, I need to have Kimber and Kimmy talk to each other for a hot minute, and they can just handle each other. And they're probably not even watching the show. So it's just one of those things where it's just, you know, it's tough. You want to keep your friends, but you don't want to criticize your friends. You want to be a part of the team, but you got to risk putting in as much effort as the other team members. You know, you want to build a bigger product that reaches more people, but it's got to be less selfless, but it's named after him. There's a lot out there, you know, it's a lot out there, and nothing says that you can just go cut 10 grand, 10 grand, make a set, and then people will just follow you. that they'll put your sticker on their computer, and that people know you by name. That's recognition, right? We all want to be recognized. We all want to have a life that's impactful. That's part of the social media game, is to want to show people that you are relevant. Yeah, and it's like, if it wasn't a photo or if it wasn't a video, are you relevant? And what really matters is your time relevant to you? It's almost like E equals me. E equals me squared. Am I making my time relevant to me? It took me 2+ hours this morning to get to post all this footage, like with these guys, dude. I'm not converting my time very well. I need to rebuy one of these post for me apps again, because it's just Hootsuite, or we were using what's the other one that we're using? I can't remember. Loomly. I think Loomly's the other one. Using services to get back 2 hours of my time, where I could have been out there with these guys riding their loud ass motorcycles or whatever out in the sunshine, instead of trying to catch up with the Joneses and post on 10 different pages, 10 sets, that's 30 photos. Each thing times 10, that's 300 different posts, and I didn't even do the stories. It would have just taken too long on my bandwidth, and I could have just hit it and made sure it went to all of them. That's the level I want to get back to. I've been on that level. Peaks and valleys. What did you? We call them peaks and valleys. You called them troughs. And what was it again, bro? Damn. Benny Mac, help me out. You were doing troughs and hills. I don't remember. It's a real different phrase. We say peaks and valleys, but ups and downs. Sometimes they got a polished ass show with a green screen, then the next minute they're just filming behind the jamming in Vegas stuff. It's not always so linear, and it's not always so explained, and there's a lot of different magic that goes in between the scenes, honestly. Yeah, peaks and troughs. You say peaks too. Okay, troughs, not valleys. Okay. And that's interesting to me. That's what makes it interesting to us, is to be able to use these devices to connect, but most importantly to show up. Those guys had to show up. Me, John from the Puff Pals, and who else was it? He started with just the digger, and then he had a one hitter, and then he moved it to no goo. He used to sell a lot of silicone parts. He's an entrepreneur, and then he just made a profit finally, which a lot of people lost their ass on, growing weed and selling, facilities and licenses, and turned that and said, I'm not going to sit around and be bored. He told me to my face, he said, the first million's always the hardest. These are people that work their way up through the trade shows. They all know each other. They've spent the money to be on Amsterdam at the same time, so they can both be busted by the cops at the same time. A pretty shitty day in 1994 or 2004 or 2014. They couldn't decide what year that was. But anyway, my point being is that that's a memory later. I mean, it'd be so dope to have hindsight 2020 right now. And I know another guy that practices this online, YouTube dude. I don't know his name. He does the show. He interviews a lot of people. And anyway, when he does it, he was saying that when he broke up with his girlfriend, how would I feel about this in 5 years from now? Can I have hindsight now? Can I start feeling the finish line now, that one day this too shall pass? I have some things that are in my past that I don't let pass, but I know for facts that I wasn't thinking about that in that moment right there. So that's what I'm grateful for, is being around people and getting my social media on, and being able to get some of my brand out there, even if it was the tail end of the motherfucking show. That's your boy Marky Saint, live on the Adam Dunn Show. I'm very grateful. Thank you for watching. Make sure you follow them too, the Adam Dunn Show. And yeah, that's your boy Marky Saint on this episode, three hours in. Thanks for your time. Peace and love. And as always, Chigaton. That means goodbye, but not forever. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.